How are you, ladies and gentlemen? I'll have to upload this video because I must be mentally retarded and can't figure out how to download some sort of streamability software, whatever it is. I don't know. What the hell are we doing? What are we doing as Americans? What are we doing? What are we doing? You've got a dude in the White House who is obviously senile. He's not there. He's not there. Wow. On my drunkest day, I don't think I've ever been that discombobulated. I mean, the headlines. What is with these headlines? What is with these headlines? I mean, now we're going after Trump's lawyers? Why? By the way, here's a great one for you. Baseball-sized hail wreaks havoc on $1 million 5.2 megawatt community solar project in Nebraska, destroying over 14,000 solar panels. By the way, do you know what leaked into the ground from those solar panels, ladies and gentlemen? Mercury. Because that's what's in them. But hey, that's okay, because green energy. Pizza places in New York are going to have to switch over to electric. No more wood-fired pizza, no more coal pizza. Are you kidding me? So every system is being destroyed. I mean, the UK banks shut down Brexit leader Nigel Farage's accounts without explanation. We could just turn off your money. To hell with you. We're not going to have your money. No. What are we doing? And my thought is, and I know you people are going to hate this when I say it, there is a group of people on this planet that are evil. They're evil. They are evil. They are disturbed. They are demonic. Whatever you want to call them. It's what they are. You're going to tell me an obese man with no education that what's going on is correct? Seriously? You're going to tell me that? You're going to tell me what we saw with Pride Month? That was acceptable in a civilized society? You've got a candidate out there. I'm not linked to any party affiliation. You've got a candidate out there who's spitting so much truth about the destruction of humanity, the destruction of the children, the destruction of the planet, the destruction of our water and our air and our food. He's talking about atrazine. Everybody laughed at Alex Jones when he said they were turning the friggin' frogs gay. And now A mainstream candidate, 8 years later, a mainstream candidate is coming out saying it's destroying everything. These chemicals are killing people. I've been an adult for 25 years. 25 years. I've been on my own since I'm 21. 22 years on my own. I learned a lot because of the School of Hard Knocks. There are a group of people on this planet that will never take responsibility for anything they've ever done. There's a group of a generation, a certain generation, that were told they were special and that they were entitled to everything. And it didn't matter how they got it. It didn't matter if they stole it. It didn't matter if they cheated for it. If you want to have yourself a good laugh, you pull up the U.S. national debt clock in real time, and you watch it. You watch that debt clock, and you realize, per taxpayer, $250,000. Per citizen. That means your kids, $96,000 in debt before they've even got a job. Your newborn owes $96,000. Your 10-year-old owes $96,000. I owe $251,000. And where did that money go? We've lost our faith in God. We've lost our faith in humanity. Anybody who's had faith in humanity in the past 10 years is just moronic. There is no faith in humanity. There's no... What are we doing? You've got a candidate that's out there that's screaming for unity, saying, look, we got to figure out what's going to make people come together because we can't keep this division going. His peace and prosperity speech was so good it wasn't even funny, because he invoked things his uncle said and his father said, and things that MLK said. You can't have endless wars overseas and have no war at home. You're going to have war at home. You're just going to. Because you're going to have sides at home that don't believe we need to have these wars. And then you're going to have the side that says, war is great. War is not great. I would like to ask every one of the boomers, especially the ones that joined certain military branches that were never deployed to Vietnam. Was that war good? I want to ask the folks who pushed for the war in Iraq and Afghanistan, who never sent their kids. Was that war good? 28 military veterans a day offing themselves. Is that good? No. But hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, because the Veterans Association is going to take care of all of them. Will they? I highly doubt it. They've sterilized your children. You don't even realize it. You don't even know it. The minute a child is hyperactive, we put them on Ritalin instead of figuring out why the kid is so hyperactive. Because it's all become a big numbers game. Numbers of billions of dollars. The national debt currently is 32 trillion, 272 billion, 687 million. And by the time I'm done in the next 5 to 8 seconds, it's going to be 688 trillion, $688 million. What's it matter? It's never going to get paid off. This country is down to its base needs, and we can't get out of this. And by the way, my fellow Americans, there is no safe haven for us to go. We were the last beacon of hope on the planet. We were the last beacon of hope on the planet. And we've let it go. Because we're so worried about ourselves rather than standing for what's right. Michigan passing a law that if you even question the alphabet mafia, you can be put in jail for a hate crime. Does Michigan realize that they are still part of the United States of America? And the First Amendment of the Constitution applies in their state? And that there is no such thing as a hate crime or hate speech? Why isn't murder a hate crime? Why isn't murder a hate crime? I think every murder that takes place in the United States should be deemed a hate crime, because somebody had to hate somebody so much that they killed them. Think about that. Think about that. But we have hate speech laws. It's absurd. So I'll ask again, America, what the hell are we doing? You've got two great options for presidents. RFK Jr., his environmental policy's a little off, but he's speaking the truth. And Trump, we know he's an asshole. He's a New York businessman. It's what he is. But now we're going to go after his lawyers and his chief of staff because they had the audacity to question the integrity of an election? Hey, newsflash, Jack Smith, I questioned the integrity of that election. You want to put me in jail too? Jack Smith, we know exactly who and what you are. We know exactly who bought and paid, who paid for you. You are nothing but a demonic shill owned by a Nazi sympathizer. And it isn't Donald Trump. We know who we're talking about. And we know why you're going after this man as hard as you are. Because you lost billions of dollars under his 4-year tenure. Because he stopped your flow of money, and you know what your flow of money was. It's just the way it is. It doesn't have to be that way, ladies and gentlemen. We are Americans. I don't care if you're LGBTQ+. I don't care if you're black or brown or Latino or Indian, Native American, Northern European, Mediterranean, Chinese, Japanese, Middle Eastern. or from the Sudan. If you came here for a better life. And I understand that. How do you think the folks who came here legally feel about the folks pouring in unlawfully, knowing they're getting all kinds of free stuff? I have neighbors that worked their asses off to become American citizens, paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to become American citizens. And now they look at the news and they see, oh, New York's giving people 15 grand a month. They're living at the Roosevelt. The mayor of New York wants you to house an unvetted, undocumented criminal trespasser, which goes against the Third Amendment. Thou shalt not, that you can't quarter soldiers. You can't give quarters to soldiers. They weren't talking about American soldiers. They were talking about criminal invaders. And that's what these people are. Get over yourselves, you liberal, progressive white women who think everything's supposed to be this. Shut up. Your movement has done nothing but destroy a nation. That's just the way it is. You liberal, white, progressive women are the worst thing that has ever happened to a nation. And you are worldwide. As long as it doesn't come to your neighborhood, right? Kathy Griffin, right? As long as it doesn't come to your neighborhood, you're okay with it. But if it's in my neighborhood, where it's overloading my school system, where it's bringing in hundreds, maybe thousands of unvetted people, we don't know anything about them. We don't know anything about them. We don't know where they came from. We don't know their history. We don't know their medical history. We don't know if they're criminals. We don't know any of this. And yet the landlord where I stay is just taking them in, taking them face value. Oh, you're so-and-so and so-and-so. Meanwhile, you take a picture of him and put it online, and you find out that the 15 he took in the past week, 10 out of 15 are wanted in other countries for vicious crimes. But they're here already, and they're signed in. Ladies and gentlemen, you better wake up, because it is way beyond waking time. Well beyond it. It's... You're gone. You are not going to have a nation come August if you don't wake up now. God bless, and enjoy your 4th of July, because you know they suspended the fireworks at Mount Rushmore, because Mount Rushmore is racist. You are being taken apart from within. You know you are. It's time for you to pull your head out of your asses, collectively, and realize that you've been lied to your entire adult life and your entire childhood. And that's because your parents were lied to. Start seeing through the lies, ladies and gentlemen. There's only so much a few people can do. But 200 million Americans rising up saying, hey, enough is enough. That would wake up the dead. Enjoy your Independence Day. God bless you and yours. God bless your families. God bless your children. Keep your children safe. Don't let them use these online things. Keep them away from these phones. Homeschool them if you have to, please. It is too late for us, but it is not too late for the children. Please. I'll end with Hosea 4:6. For my people perish for lack of knowledge, for they reject the knowledge, as I will reject them from my priesthood. God bless.